Hello, my dear boys. Assalamu alaikum. How are you? I'm fine. And I'm your Tamal Ahmed Sir, and I am taking my classes from home for a long time. Yes, during COVID 19. Yes, due to the COVID 19 situation, I have to take my classes from home, and you are following. I know you are following my classes, and most of the students are following my classes. Exceptional is not an example, but most of the student I know can follow my classes, and they are becoming well and good at for performing their next SSC exam. So I hope all you are all well by the grace of Almighty Allah, and from like the other days, I am today I am giving you the some important elements and some important notes on particular unit, particular lesson. That's why you can um, then you can be able to take part in any sorts of examination by following these instructions. So before starting the class, I want to give you I you can see today I am going to take the classes from Unit 4, Lesson 1. Yes, the ferry boat, page 42. So, my dear boys, bring your EFT book and bring a note paper, a pencil, especially a highlighter, and just underline the line which I am going to give you extra. So, my dear boys, you took part in your MT exam, and in this video, at the end of the video, you can find the answer of this MT exam, of your MT exam. And I have noticed that most of the students don't follow the instructions, and that's why I have given a short class on your question number 6 in my previous class after MT. So this is my second class after this MT, and my 18th class of this during COVID-19 situations. Okay, so my dear boys, I am trying to enrich your vocabulary. So that's why, like the other days, I am giving you a list of some vocabularies and its parts of speech and synonym and antonyms. So you will be benefited if you follow my no, as I am taking my class from my home, so I have to do a lot for your betterment. But from the very beginning of the part, just remember thing, you have to follow and you have to work hard, so that all our efforts make a good result. So my dear boys, this year, our school has been listed 6th position in entire Dhaka board results. So we are hoping a lot from you as well, our result, and you will bring more than the good result. So my dear boys, I hope you will able you can reach your goal. So today I am going to start today's class, and this is the class of Unit 4, Lesson 1, that is the ferry boat, page 42. So attention, my dear boys, I am giving you some instructions and some thing to express and to maximize the ideas of this text. So Unit 4, are we ever? There's a question. Let's start with a question. Are we ever? So after learning this lesson, we can ask and tell about problems, seek and give suggestion. Yes, so we can be able to seek and give instruction and suggestion for any situation or any sudden situation, and listen for specific information, and narrate something in writing that is happened in your life. It's a memorable thing. And read lectures, do a project work with your friends, and mm, uh, we have several times to work each other in a group work, we do. So this is task. And now I am providing a picture. You can see a little boat having a huge amount of people here, and they are not wearing any sorts of life hats or life jacket, but they are traveling, and they're on board a boat to pass the river. So they are traveler, and you can see they are very much fond of, and they are very used to. They are used to travel like that, and they have no um, ideas if the boat uh, fall in an accident. So what will happen? This text is the text of, and the writer of the text wants to narrate the consequence um, of this callous activity, that is insecure activity. So here another picture, and most of the countries, most of the country in this country, we have lots of river. So in any sorts of national event like Idul Fitr and Idul Adha, we want to back and spend our time to our dearest one in our village or in our home ground. So that's why we have a rush to reach the spot very much quickly, so that we never thought the consequences of this attempt, but we just travel on. We used to. So this is the real picture of our country, and you can see it is strictly prohibited to use the rooftop of the launch and the ship or the boat, but they traveled. So, and you can see I indicate a person. You can see he is very smiling, and there is he has no tension in this particular situation, but he just used to travel like that every day. So we can use this indication that the people are very much used to like this to travel. So I want to read the text. Is there anybody? Is there anybody? You can see in the text, is there anybody here who has ever crossed a river by a country boat? There's a conversation between the teacher and the students in a particular classroom, that is asking a question to the students. I have the teacher Said Jamil. Jamil announced or answered that he had the situation, he had the experience, and I clearly remember what happened in that journey. Would you please tell us what happened? The teacher asked. Okay, teacher, it happened when I was in class 6 on weekly bazaar day. People were coming back with their shopping bags and baskets in hands, on shoulders, and heads. Then it's a very much common picture in a hut, in a bazaar day, in a village. And so people are traveling on board, and they are trying to what the situation. Then after the shopping, they are trying to come back home, and with lots of baskets or bags. So they had to cross the river. In this situation, in this picture, they had to cross the situation. It was not a big river. There was a ferry boat plying on the river. You know the word plying? Yes, plying on the river. The boat could cross it in 8 to 10 minutes. Yes, I have an same sorts of incidents and same sorts of situation in my home, and I had to travel every day when I was in college. That is, I. And my home ground is Naranganj, and the Shitolakha, the river Shitolakha, and I have to travel on board regularly. And they have we and I had the same condition and same situation. So, my dear boys, it was just after sunset. So, okay, the weather was getting bad. The wind started blowing from the northwest. Black clouds were moving fast in the sky. So then everybody was trying to get into the boat. No more, no more, please wait, shouted the boatman. And as a conscious people, you have to also aware or and to concern them to not to get on board. Okay, so the boatsman tried to get attention of the passenger, that no more, no more, please wait, shouted the boatman. But nobody listened to him. So you can see other people who is smiling. So like the other, if the people like him get on board in this situation, and he usually not pay attention in this situation. So with too many people on board like him, the boat sank in the middle of the river, replied Jamil. Oh, dad, this is very much dangerous thing happened. Oh no, what happened then? Asked the teacher. Teacher was very much curious and tried to know the consequence and the accidents of the consequence of the accidents. Thank God, by the grace of Almighty Allah, there were no casualties. All the passengers swam to the other side, but some of them lost the stuff and they were carrying, such as oil, salt, and milk, said Jamil. It's definitely happened, but it is thankful to our God that there is no seriously thing happened. Were you on the boat? This is a very important thing. Asked the teacher, and this is the very serious situation. The Jamil tried to get on the boat. No, teacher, seeing the boat overcrowded. Seeing the boat overcrowded. This is very important line. Seeing the boat overcrowded, I waited for the next trip. I waited for the next trip, replied Jamil. You did the right thing, Jamil. Absolutely, you did the right thing, and you took a good decision. And to do not to go board on this, that is very much important. So this is the focus line of this. So if you have this situation, you have just take a perfect decision in the situation. If you go through as usual, like the smiling man standing on the boat. Yeah, I have mentioned from the beginning of this class, and mentioned his face look like smiling, but no pay attention the consequences of the accident, an accident. And so this is very important, ridiculous. And I have such a people in my home that out of 10 people, one are very much careless, huh? So we be careful about these like people. Okay, so in this text, the passage is all about. In this passage, the Jamil tells about the experience of crossing a river by a ferry boat. After completing their shopping, many of them are going to the bazaar, weekly bazaar, and the ferry boat sank in the middle of the river. And after finishing the story, we can hear that none was died, and none were died, as the river was not that big, not that big. They saved lives by swimming to the other side. So, my dear boys, and I want to pay attention to the clarify the text with a summary. So I want to go to just to write the summary. This one. I am to read out this summary. In this passage, Jamil tells about his experience of crossing a river by a ferry boat. After completing their shopping, the people of that area got on the ferry boat. The ferry boat became crowded as a lot of people got on board. They were in a hurry because the weather was getting bad, and the situation, the sky became dark with black clouds moving around. It was a weekly buzzer day, and the ferry boat sank in the middle of the river, but none died, as the river was not that big. They saved their lives by swimming to the other side of the river, but Jamil did not get on the boat. That is very much important. You have to take the perfect decision in that situation. The teacher told him that it was a wise decision. Okay, so after hearing this situation and the text and the summary, we want to go through the question answer. A ferry boat was plying on the board. Here, the plying means, yes, traveling along a route. Traveling along, particularly, usually every day, we use this route, and this is called plying on the board on the river. So, second question: why was everybody trying to get into the boat? Because it was going to be a dark and stormy evening. Yes, I I want to I am solving this particular incident. That question number 2, it was going to be dark and stormy evening. And then 3, the boatman requested the people to wait because the boat had already too many people. Yes, this is the answer. B, the boat had already too many people. Next, with too many people on board, the boat sank. The boat sank. Here, the phrase on board means, yes, on the boat. And number 5, there were no casualties, and the statement tells us that nobody died. Yes, answer is A, nobody died. The boat was crowded. Here, crowded means yes, and B, the boat was unable to carry any more people. Okay, so try to answer question number C, and pay attention, and read the vocabularies very much carefully. So, cross is a participle speech verb, and synonym is reverts, and remain antonym is remain and stay. Clearly, it's an adverb, obviously, and ambiguously. Remember, verb. Recall, an antonym is forget. Happen is a verb that means occur, and antonym is cease. Ply, a verb. Move, words, adjective, that is synonym is poorer, antonym is better. Shout is a verb, synonym is cry, antonym is whisper. Listen, that is verb. Pay attention, synonym is pay attention, and antonym is ignore. Fatal is an adjective. Deadly, synonym is deadly, and antonym is minor. Casualties, noun, it means fatality. Overcrowded is an adjective, and synonym is populous, and antonym is empty. And passenger, this is a noun, and synonym is traveler. Now try to answer this particular question, that is but have 2 marks each. So, why did the boat become overcrowded? What happened to the boat? So, this clearly identified that is particular 2 question in one particular question number. Okay, so you have to write first question, and then you have to go through start the second question in a new para. I repeat, new para. You have to write the second question in new para. So number B, why did Jamil wait for the next trip? Yes, you know the answer now. And C, do you think that Jamil took a right decision? This you make your opinion. And number D, what does the writer try to highlight in this passage? And last one, suppose you were Jamil, what would you do under that circumstances? You have to learn, you have to write in your paper, and you have to submit it next before the next class. So my dear boys, now this I have told you that I have mentioned, and I will I'll give you the answer of the empty result. So in question number 2, which is in question number 1, that is answering the question, and it is totally I have checked and send you will send you the answers. And the question number 2, and if it has several types of answer, so I have mentioned and there. And question number 3, and I am trying to write the way of learning, way of writing the question number 6. And in the MT exam, and it belongs to question number 3, but in 100 marks in the 100 marks question, you will find this particular answer in question number 6. So in this way you have to write, that is a plus 4 5 plus 4, and then in the answer and the sentence. Okay, so with particular thing you have to answer, and in this way you have to answer. So it's very important. So thank you, my dear students. I'm making these videos at mid of the night. So I hope you will be benefited. I'm trying my level best to enlighten, to highlight, or to enhance your power and vocabulary, and it is my duty, but it is your duty to follow all our classes very much. So thanks, my dear boys. I miss you a lot. I miss you a lot. So thank you for watching till the end, and hope you will enjoy. And Allah Hafiz. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.